singing of our national anthem and the school song. Good evening, everybody. My name is Scott Moore. I'm the high school principal here at Fort Osage High School, and it is an absolute honor and a pleasure to be here this evening. Before we go too far into this, I want to thank our custodians, our maintenance folks, our secretaries, everybody who's contributed to putting this thing on. So if you guys would, can we give a round of applause for this one? As we kind of go through this program today, we'll introduce and we'll thank several people, but I definitely want to start with those guys. So let me begin by also saying welcome to you guys. Welcome students, families, those that are here to support the Fort Osage programs that we have going on here. It is really because of you guys that we're able to celebrate times like this. So thank you to you guys for all being here tonight. You know, something we all get a little emotional talking about, and I'm going to do my best tonight, is when I came here in 2008, one of the things I kept hearing about was the Fort family. And, you know, where I came from and being back in Kentucky, you know, family is something very special to me. And so when I got an opportunity to come to Fort Osage, I truly tried to embrace that and be a part of that. And I think that it's very symbolic of everybody in this room what that means. And to me, and I think something that I've learned, is Fort family means when you see one of our friends or our comrades down, we help each other out. Which I think what our football program, and our cheerleaders, and our Indianettes, and our marching band, our toucher class, our broadcasting programs, they all do the same thing. They all step in and help out. So it's about helping each other out. It's also being proud about what Fort Osage stands for. Because when you talk about Fort Osage, sometimes people don't know what that is. And I truly believe unless you have been in this gym, if you've been in that field, if you've been in this school, if you've lived in this community, it's hard to explain what it means to be a part of the Fort family. So I also want to extend a thank you to you guys for allowing me to be a part of the Fort family. So with that said, everyone in here, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate everything that you guys do, all the support that you give us here as a school as well. This championship was no easy task, and I had a lot of conversations on Friday nights with Miss Gregory and the band. I would talk to Miss Sampson and the Indianettes. I talked to Miss Schwab, Miss Hopkins. I talked to Miss Daniels with Touch of Class, Mr. Matthew, Miss Gilbert and her trainers, and as well as Coach Sharks. And every single one of them had a very important role in this championship. These are the guys that played the game. There's no question. But again, it was the Fort family that helped us accomplish our goal. So once again, thank you to everyone who came out on Friday night. Last Saturday was fun, wasn't it? I don't even remember my road anymore. Last Saturday, I remember standing in the dome, and I want to say Chaminade scored that touchdown for the first time, and I started to hear some chants. You're nervous. We're from Kansas City. We watched the Royals win a World Series. So to everyone in here, to our teams, to everyone that was involved in Friday nights, congratulations. And I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Snodgrass. Dr. Snodgrass. How about those Indians? How about those Indians? Mr. Miller, I'm going to say this too. Not only are we from Kansas City, we're from Fort Osage. We're home of the Indians, and we do things just a little bit better than everybody else. Now, I will tell you, as I stand here as superintendent of schools, I'm very proud of several people in this room. I'm gonna get going here in a little bit. I can't help myself. I get excited once in a while. Okay, I can't help myself. Let me take a deep breath for a minute and recognize several special people in this room who are here to celebrate this with us. We have a tremendous Board of Education here at Fort Osage School District, and I want to introduce them to you today. Would you please stand to be recognized? David Shrout. You guys do a tremendous job, and like our football team, you do things just a little bit better than everybody else. Thank you. We are also blessed tonight to have several dignitaries with us. Guys, this just doesn't happen. There's a lot of hard work, as Mr. Moore talked about, and we are blessed tonight to have people here celebrating it with us from our community as dignitaries. State Representative Bill Kidd, please stand. Mayor Dr. Dan Hickson, thank you for being here. Mayor of Independence, Eileen Weir. John Mayfield, thank you for being here. He also works at the city manager's office. Mr. Moore touched on several people, but I too would like to recognize our maintenance department. You know, they talk about our grass football field, but I'll tell you what, they do a tremendous job managing it, preparing it, watering it, lining it, painting it. It goes on and on. So if we could get a hand for our maintenance department. We have several people, it's hard to name everybody, I don't want to leave anyone out, but people who work in the press box every Friday night for us, from announcing, from scoreboard, clock, all kinds of things. Thank you so much for working in the press box for us. Thank you.
Friday night when we have an away game, we get on a bus. And we ask the transportation department to get us there safely and home safely. Let's give our transportation department. And how about our community, our Fort Osage School District community? How about you guys? One of the things that I'm going to print off and hang in my office when the dust settles here is a picture of the crowd. As I stood on the sideline and took a picture in the dome in St. Louis, what a special time that was. The entire bleachers were completely full of red and white, Indian pride, yelling, chanting, Fort Osage, Fort Osage, that's what we're about, Fort Osage. Parents of the players, cheerleaders, all the different people here, that Mr. Moore mentioned, all the groups. Again, the parents in here, several of you, thank you for your support. The times that you spent during practices, waiting in your vehicle, all the meals that you prepared, the football squad, all the people, all the parents in this room, thank you so much for your support. You are certainly, your support is certainly respected. Thank you so much. Coaches and coaches' families. There is not one football staff and football family in the state of Missouri that's better than this staff and this family. Let's give them a round of applause. The amount of time, the energy, the preparation, the game planning, the watching film, the conversations that go on, and not only on Friday nights, but the work is really done the prior weekend, breaking down film, dissecting things, talking to other coaches. Coaches and coaches' families, thank you so much for your hard work. Great job. And certainly, last but not least, the Class 5, that sounds good, state champion football team. My first year here, 6 years ago, as a high school principal, I was asked the first week to give the speech in the locker room before the game. The very first week. You guys welcomed me in to your locker room. Several other times since then I've been asked to give the pregame speech. I hang on to those memories because, as Mr. Moore said, we're a family. Not only a family as football players and all the other people that we mentioned tonight, and the community and the parents, but it's really impressive and really means a lot to me personally that you guys welcome me into your football family, because we are one. We're a Fort Osage family, and I want to congratulate every single one of you for the hard work, determination, motivation, perspiration you did all summer long, lifting weights, working out. It started last year, out here, working out, doing all kinds of things, preparing. It doesn't go unnoticed. Guys, thank you so much for your hard work. And now I'm going to get this place cranked up. How about that? All right. I want this side right here to stand up for me. Every single person in this room, stand up. Everybody right here, stand on your feet. Football team, stand on your feet. Everybody upstairs, stand on your feet. Now, this is what we're going to do. This is our tradition at Fort Osage High School. Home of the Indians. On this side right here, side of we are Ford. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. We are Ford. We are Ford. Are you ready? First of all, to follow that guy, let's hear for Dr. Snodgrass. When Dr. Snodgrass got the opportunity to be the superintendent of Fort State School District, and I knew right away that I wanted an opportunity to be the head principal here, and I got the opportunity to be the head principal here. Thank you, Board of Education. Thank you, staff. The most question I received, Twitter, Facebook, text messaging, what are assemblies going to look like? Because that was a tame version right there. So that was the biggest question that I received. So we do our best. We still do our best. So thank you again, Dr. Snodgrass. If I can get Coach Sharks to come up here real quick, please, and Representative.
Gentlemen, first of all, I want to say thank you very much. I am so tired of hearing the St. Louis representatives talk about St. Louis. That all stopped Saturday. That all stopped. And I guarantee you, when I start walking around the halls of Jeff City, I'm going to go visit all the St. Louis representatives. And I'm going to ask you if they know where Fort Osage is. Saturday night, and I'm going to remind them all. So thank you very much. Coach, I asked the House of Representatives to prepare a resolution for this team, for you, and I'm going to read it for you. It says, whereas it is with special pleasure that the members of the Missouri House of Representatives pause to recognize a select group of remarkable young athletes who have enjoyed considerable success through steadfast commitment to the highest standards of excellence. And whereas the members of the Fort Osage High School team in Independence, Missouri distinguished themselves by winning the Class 5 Show Me Bowl State Championship held on November 28th at the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis. And whereas the talented Fort Osage High School Indians gave their many good fans reason to cheer as they won 63-28. Gentlemen, you didn't win, you beat them. 63-28 over the St. Louis Chaminade Red Devils. And whereas, boasting an overall season score of 13-1, Fort Osage High School Indians also enjoyed recognition by earning the Fort Osage High School's first ever football state championship. such phenomenal success this season without the exemplary leadership provided by you, Coach. And whereas all the students, teachers, and parents in the Fort Osage School District are exceedingly proud of the Fort Osage Indians for the conscientious, focused, and spirited manner in which they work together to achieve unified goals. Now therefore be it resolved that we, the members of the Missouri House of Representatives, 98th General Assembly, join in extending our most hearty and robust congratulations to the members of the 2015-16 Fort Osage High School football team at this proud moment of well-deserved distinction. And that is signed by me and the Speaker of the House, Todd Richardson.
Coach Sharps, another thing, just real quick, they're gonna hang a Missouri flag over the Capitol, and then after they've done that, they're gonna bring that down and they're gonna present that to you guys in recognition as well. So thank you again for presenting here. All right, one more person I want to make sure that we recognize too is our District Activities Director, Brandon Hart. Trip, but then also for this evening. So again, thank you, Mr. Hart, for all of your hard work. And now we'll hear a few words from Coach Sharps.
I'm going to need you to return that cowbell to my wife. They confiscated that at the state game. I want you to know that. Okay. Oh, that's yours? Oh, okay. Sorry, Mercy. I thought I told you guys not to bring those into the game. Forgot that. Well, Dr. Snodgrass mentioned all these people already. I was going to mention so many people to thank. You know, Brenda Dwyer, Food Services, does such a great job. Our maintenance crew is awesome. Hurtado, especially Hurtado, and Patrick out there lining the fields, awesome. Our awesome cheerleaders and Indianettes, thank you. Big thanks to our band back there in the back. Thank you, Ms. Walker. I see a lot of faculty in the house today. Why don't you stand up? Teachers, stand up. Stand up, teachers. Obviously, our administration are great people. You know, I figured out that I think if you want to be an administrator for Fort Osage School District, you have to shake your head. I'm not going to do that. Obviously, our Board of Education, thank you very much for your continued support. All the parents, please stand, parents. Parents to football players, stand up. Round of applause for you guys. Now, the last two in the assembly right here. There's my mom there. Obviously, our transportation department for getting us to and from safely. Local businesses, Little Richards, if you got a chance to go by there and eat, they donated several meals to our program. Our managers, Donna Gilbert, where are you at? Where's Donna at? Stand up, Donna. Where's yours? Stand up. Thank you so much for taking care of us all through the keeping us on. Obviously, our managers and football team is, you know, they're the ones that actually got to go out and execute. I do want to mention all of our coaches, okay? Starting with the 8th grade staff over at OTMS who do such a fine job. Head coach Matt Shulman, I put him on the road to scout many games this week and our last couple of weeks, and he traveled all over the state of Missouri to get us good film so we can be prepared. Coach Bennett and Coach Ashby also do a fantastic job leading those youngsters over there across the street and the future Indians. And then I want my varsity staff to come up here with me if you don't mind. Stand up here with me. Coach Matthews, come on up. Coach Miller. Coach Coach Revere, Coach Atagi, Coach Revere, Coach Meyer, Coach Pasquale, Coach Henry. These guys are about to be fun. Hard work, time, and energy, guys. You don't even know that these guys put into your kids in our district. But I have to also, not last but not least, talk about their families. And I want their families all to stand, please. Stand up, coaches' families. They put in place too. They put in place too. They was thinking about how to do things. And my wife, Ray and Darcy, and Luke and Cole. Good job. I gotta keep this quick because they got practice tonight. Mama's filling in for me as coach tonight. It's practice, so I'll try to keep this pretty quick. All right, and now we're going to talk about these young men back here, especially the senior class. This is my largest senior class that I've had since I've been here. Special group. We started senior leadership meetings back in January, and we talked about a lot of things, in our meetings. We talked about what we wanted to do and made goals, and we talked about how we wanted to lead, and just a number of different things. But I asked them if they would think long and hard about what they wanted to be, and how they wanted to be thought about and after they're gone. And they chose a theme for the back of their off-season shirt that said, "How do you want to be remembered?" So basically, leaving your legacy. And I think they're going to be remembered as state champs. The things that you don't see them do that don't translate to wins and losses. Okay? They've raised more money for our adopted family than any other group in our history. We're going to go shopping next week for our kids in our community. They came out to support Coach Bill's son and his walk for diabetes. They're going to leave quite a legacy here for the future of Fort Osage. Number of firsts this season, okay? I'm going to talk about a number of firsts. And I was just kind of reflecting as I was driving here tonight that, this is the first year that we played in an overtime game against the Staley Falcons. Okay? And Cookie Lever had picked a game-winning field goal. We had a first win as a staff against Truman High School, which was important. We were 1-0 in the history of the school against Battle High School. We were 1-0 against Chaminade High School. This is the first time in school history that we've had a female play in the varsity contest. That was awesome. And then the last thing is we're the first one to have a football state championship here. I'm going to let you guys go here. But last thing I want to say is, our community is really special. And you guys travel well. everywhere we go, you travel, you support us, you're loud, you're crazy. You know, I'm not going to agree with everything that was said in the stands. I'm not going to lie to you about that. But you guys did a good job of supporting our kids when they needed it. And I appreciate that. And for what you fans do for our school and our kids, I can't thank you enough. Thanks again.
Next, we're going to hear from a couple of our players. I'd like to invite Seema Thomas and Skylar Thompson to come forward.
All right, I'm supposed to speak this about last Saturday, but I do know, just to start out, I just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight and sharing this special night with us. Just like what Mr. Moore was saying, we're a four family here, and we want everybody to feel part of this. So, just want to thank you guys for sure with that. Just like what Coach was saying before, with your guys' fan support is unreal, and we can't thank you guys enough. Seeing, walking out on the field every Friday night and seeing you guys out supporting us, having our backs, it definitely gives us a lot of confidence to go out and win for you guys. So, just want to just really recognize you guys for that. We really thank you guys. I know my teammates think the same way about you guys. Also, we'd like to thank our coaching staff for all the things they do for us as a team and all the preparation and time they sacrifice out of their personal lives and families to make us better as football players and as individuals. We greatly appreciate your time and effort you guys put into us. Also, I'd like to thank my family who countless time and effort of taking me to and from practice, picking me up. I mean, waking up at 5:30 in the morning and in the summer taking me 5:30 weights. I know it's not easy, especially for my dad. I just want to thank him for that, and that's for me. I just still speechless about it. It really hasn't even fully hit me yet for state champions, but I'm really glad we can bring this home to you guys, and hope you enjoyed it just as much as we did. So thank you.
And Skylar, you're a state champion. Let that sink in. You're a state champion. You guys are all state champions. All right, next up we have the honor and privilege of having Bill Aldhouse with us here tonight. Mr. Aldhouse, if you can come up. Mr. Aldhouse He can't say it, but we're his favorite school. Mr. Althouse, you know, one of the things that he does very well is the way he reports and gives information out to the public with an unbiased / biased opinion. But what he does even better is he builds relationships. And I didn't know Mr. Althouse before probably last year. Always has a smile, always has a handshake, truly cares about our kids, truly cares about our community. And so we definitely appreciate everything that you do for us as well, Mr. Althouse. So with that, Mr. Althouse is going to speak to us a little bit.
I was wondering what happened to Johnny Gomes after he left the Kansas City Royals, and I think he's now your superintendent. I mean, I don't know what Jason is, but that's just amazing. I'm glad I didn't have to come up here after that. There he is, right there. 11 years ago, a guy took over as the head coach at this school, and I talked to some of the coaches in the area, and they called it suicide for a career. Said that the guy had no idea what he was getting into. One of the coaches who left here told me this program can never win. I guess they were wrong. Brian Starks and his staff won. The first game he ever coached as an Indian, I was there, it was over at Ruskin. It was the only win they got that year, but that was the foundation year. That was the year everything changed. And there's nothing I love more than coming out here, seeing these guys work in a weight room that's a converted garage. And then I go up to Staley and see a bazillion-dollar facility, and these guys just kick their ass. Off in the distance, but a little bit of hair I have on the back of my neck stands up. It's special. And you talk about a family, this is a family. It's like every Friday night that I cover the Indians, I'm covering 22 of my own kids. And the disappointment of the last 2 years has finally been wiped aside by what happened this year. You know, I'm talking to some people from St. Louis, and they're telling me, you know, all the great players Chaminade has, averaging 364 yards a game on the ground. I talked to Brock Bolt about that leading into the game. I think they finished with an 8. Their defense and Skyler, I've seen some amazing performances over the years. 455 total yards, 7 touchdowns. You know, Tyler, I think after that 5th or 6th touchdown, your dad up here finally quit biting his fingernails and figured out. Gonna miss standing on the sidelines with you, Brad. That was a pretty special time, man. This team is amazing. Everything they did in that game captured the hearts and souls of what it means to be an Indian. And this community is so special to me, it always will be. I wasn't going to mention until I saw two of the Soviets Yankees hat here. But, how'd you get caught from behind after that onside? Brad, France, he's talking about France, yeah. That was the only setback of the whole day. Keegan Landry, every extra point. Bailey Williamson, touchdown reception. But in the last 2 weeks, one comment was made, and it really struck home with me. Where's Jesse Richard? I was talking to Jesse about a 5th grade football team that he was a part of. There's 9 guys on this team that were part of that squad. They went to Florida and lost the national championship game. They wound up 3rd in the nation, but they lost that game. Last year he was undefeated going to state, and he lost the state championship match. We're talking in the weight room, and he says, you know, It's about time we win the big game, Jesse. You did. I was so honored to do, but also got to broadcast it on KCWJ. And they had more hits, more listeners for that game than anything they had this year. And they've been broadcasting Blue Springs and Blue Springs South football all season. So that's a huge bonus for you guys. I thank all the general manager of KCWJ, my partner in crime, Tony Rice, are back there. It was their idea to broadcast the game. And let's give them a little round of applause. I just want to say it's Fort Osage's world, and thanks for letting me live in it.
Thank you, Mr. Oldhouse. Let's hear it again for Mr. Oldhouse, please. And definitely not least, but last, we will hear from our District Activities Director, Mr. Brandon Harder.
I'll tell you, I get choked up, I'm sorry. This is a very special, excuse me. I think Ryan kind of got me emotional there for a minute, so I apologize there. But this is a very special team to me. This is a very special community, a very special school. You know, I've been here for 17 years, and it's very important that we did this tonight instead of during the school day, because we really wanted to share this with the entire Fort family and give everybody an opportunity to come celebrate with our football program. So thank you for coming tonight. It means a whole lot to me, to our football players, to our community. I'll tell you, you know, I go to a lot of ball games. I sit to a lot of ball games, and I talk to a lot of athletic directors across the state. And there are two things that Fort Osage is known for. Number one is the cheeseburgers in the concession stand. So I do want to give a round of applause to all of our hard workers in the Booster Club. If we could give them a round of applause. Anybody that's volunteering at a concession stand, that becomes, I mean, that's part of Friday night. That's part of the culture of Friday night. So we're known for our Booster Club and our cheeseburgers, and they say we have the most rabid fans in the state. The most passionate, rabid fans anywhere, and I can attest to that. It's amazing to be a part of that. When we were down in St. Louis, you know, we always kind of have a little bit of a disadvantage because of the long drive, obviously across the state, and we're playing in a school that's obviously a local school in Chaminade, from St. Louis, and so, you know, they had good numbers. But I will tell you what, our fan base, even though they were probably a little bit outnumbered just because of the proximity, it was uncomparable about how much more passionate our fans were than a private school. Coach Sharks has built within his football program a culture of winning, a culture of excellence that is permeated throughout the entire building. You know, like you hear it all the time. As your football team goes, so does the rest of your school, and I really believe that. My first year as AD, I think we were on a 19-game losing streak. The culture of Fort Osage isn't anywhere near what it is today. And though there's a lot of programs that have had success, and I don't want to take away from any of those, but our football program starts in the year on the right.